Do your legs swell by the evening? Is your footwear feeling tight? And does your skin seem stretched? It's not just a sign of aging. It's a signal that your body is critically lacking one important vitamin. You go through a regular day, walking a bit, sitting down, and by evening your legs feel heavy, your ankles are swollen, and your socks leave deep impressions. All you want to do is elevate your legs and not move. Sound familiar? There is a vitamin that naturally helps the body get rid of excess fluid. It regulates water flow, reduces inflammation, and supports blood vessels. And it often leaves the body unnoticed, especially as we age. In this video, we'll discuss vitamin B6, how it works, why it's often lacking, how to identify a deficiency, the proper way to take it, and which foods can enhance its effects. Stay with me until the end of the video if you want your legs to feel light again, so you can comfortably wear your favorite shoes, move around without that heavy feeling, and not experience swelling by the evening. All of this is possible. Share this video with your loved ones. They'll appreciate it. Let's start with the essentials. What makes vitamin B6 so important for the health of your legs and blood vessels? Vitamin B6 is not just involved in metabolism, it regulates one of the most important processes in the body, the movement of fluid between cells. As we age, the body struggles more with eliminating excess fluid. Blood circulation slows down, lymphatic fluid stagnates, and blood vessels become less elastic. As a result, by the evening, legs may swell, a feeling of heaviness can develop, and marks from socks may be left in the morning. This indicates an imbalance in water and salt levels, and that's where vitamin B6 comes into play. Vitamin B6, pyridoxine, regulates the balance of sodium and potassium in the body. These two minerals play a crucial role in determining how much water is retained in the tissues. When there is an adequate level of B6, excess fluid is eliminated through the kidneys, and blood vessels become less permeable. A study published in the Journal of Nutrient Fluid Balance highlights that elderly individuals with a slight deficiency in B6 saw a decrease in fluid retention within just 5 days of adding the vitamin to their diet. How often do you experience swollen legs? Listen closely. An elderly woman complained about heavy legs every evening. She tried ointments and compresses, which provided some relief, but it was short-lived. Then, her doctor advised her to start with something simple. Add vitamin B6 to her diet. This natural remedy helped her get rid of excess fluid. After a week, she was amazed. Putting on her shoes became easier, and by the evening, her legs didn't feel as fatigued as they used to. If you want to maintain your vitamin B6 levels without pills, start with simple foods and homemade recipes. I recommend jotting these recipes down in a notebook. Brew an infusion of oat bran, 1 tablespoon per cup of boiling water, steep for 20 minutes, and drink it warm in the evening. Incorporate baked potatoes, steamed buckwheat, boiled chickpeas, and pumpkin seeds into your diet. These are natural sources of B6. Drink carrot and celery juice with a spoonful of flaxseed oil. It helps with eliminating excess fluid. Use warm foot baths with chamomile and a handful of sea salt. They relieve fatigue and improve circulation. These habits work gently and safely to support your body without chemicals. But why does B6 often deplete from the bodies of older adults, even when their diet seems adequate? This is a hidden issue that can lead to disappointing results, even with a good diet and supplements. As we age, the body struggles more to absorb what it is given. After the age of 60, the digestive system doesn't function as it used to. There is a decrease in the production of stomach acid and enzymes, and the gut microbiome can become imbalanced. All of this hinders the absorption of vitamins, including B6. Even if you eat foods like potatoes, nuts, and fish, your body may not fully benefit from them. It's important to know that the absorption of vitamin B6 requires the proper functioning of the pancreas, an active enzyme system, and a healthy gut. The use of antibiotics, age-related changes, and even mild gastritis can reduce absorption. Research by Japanese scientists indicates that up to 70% of people over the age of 65 have a functional deficiency of vitamin B6, despite having a normal diet. An elderly woman cooked for herself, ate natural foods, and made an effort. However, by the evening, she felt tired and weak. The doctor explained, "The issue isn't that you're eating too little B6, it's that your body isn't absorbing it." He recommended adding some bitter foods before meals, dairy products, and homemade fermented vegetables. These changes helped restore her absorption, and it worked. To improve the absorption of vitamin B6 without resorting to supplements, drink bitter infusions before meals, such as wormwood, dandelion, or yarrow. Include fermented dairy products in your diet, like sour milk, kefir, and ryazenka. Add fermented vegetables to your meals, such as sauerkraut and garlic carrots. Reduce your intake of sugar, fried foods, and alcohol, as they interfere with absorption. After eating, engage in light movement, like a walk around the house or some stretching. These are very simple actions that can help you. So, how can you tell if you're truly lacking vitamin B6, even before getting tested? Stay tuned for more information. In fact, this aspect is often overlooked the most. Because B6 doesn't shout, it hints. And if you don't know where to look, it's easy to miss. Many people believe that a vitamin deficiency is only revealed through tests. However, tests often show normal levels even when symptoms are already quite pronounced. With B6, these signals can be very varied, from fatigue and cramps to insomnia and irritability. Vitamin B6 plays a crucial role in the functioning of the nervous system, urinary system, and hormonal balance. A deficiency can impact mood, sleep, and fluid balance. Research indicates that the first signs of B6 deficiency in older adults often include mild leg discomfort, irritability, and poor sleep quality, all of which can occur even with normal blood test results. An elderly man found himself waking up in the middle of the night, plagued by leg aches, cramps, and anxious thoughts. It all seemed trivial until one day a pharmacist suggested, "Why not try some B6, just for a couple of weeks?" After 5 days, he noticed that his sleep had deepened, his mood had stabilized, and his legs felt lighter. He realized that the body sends signals if we are willing to listen. What you should pay attention to: morning swelling in your legs or face, cramps, especially at night, tingling or numbness in your fingers and toes, frequent irritability, anxiety, restlessness, poor and shallow sleep. If you've noticed at least 2 of these symptoms, your body may be indicating a deficiency in B6. Even simple foods like potatoes, bananas, pumpkin, and buckwheat can be a step towards improvement. Now let's talk about the most important thing: how to take B6 correctly so that it actually helps and doesn't just pass you by. Many people take vitamins haphazardly, at different times, on an empty stomach, with coffee, and even in unsuitable forms. However, vitamin B6 requires a gentle and consistent approach. Otherwise, it simply won't be effective. B6 works best in its active form, pyridoxal 5-phosphate. It doesn't need to be processed by the liver, meaning it gets to work immediately. Additionally, this vitamin is more effective when paired with magnesium. Together, they manage the nervous system and fluid balance. B6 is best absorbed in the morning or afternoon during meals. A 74-year-old woman always believed that taking vitamins would yield results. However, she saw no improvements until a friend suggested she try taking them in the morning with her breakfast, along with warm tea, without coffee or sugar. This made a difference. Her cramps disappeared, her mood stabilized, and by the evening, her legs no longer felt heavy. Now, pay attention. Write this down in your notebook or remember it. Here are some simple and natural methods for taking vitamin B6. In the morning with breakfast, alongside rosehip tea or herbal tea. With magnesium-rich foods like buckwheat, spinach, and almonds. Avoid coffee and sugar as they hinder absorption. Through food, try mashed baked pumpkin, potatoes with herbs, or salads with roasted carrots. Take it in courses of 3-4 weeks, followed by a break. Important, listen to your body. If you notice lighter legs and improved sleep, you're on the right track. Now let's discuss which foods can enhance the effectiveness of vitamin B6 and what might quietly diminish its benefits. The final and most crucial detail: for vitamin B6 to work effectively, it needs support. Similarly, there are factors that can completely negate its effects. You can eat healthy foods, but if there's sugar, fried foods, or strong coffee on the table, your body not only loses magnesium, but also vitamin B6. The absorption decreases, and the benefits fade away. Conversely, there are foods that help the vitamin to unleash its full potential and work effectively. For vitamin B6 to function optimally, the body needs minerals, especially magnesium and zinc, enzymes, which are activated by vegetables and probiotics, and stable blood sugar levels. Sugar, alcohol, tobacco, and stress all reduce absorption. According to the Journal of Nutrient Synergy, vitamin B6 paired with fiber, greens, and omega-3s is 40% more effective. An elderly man loved fried potatoes and black tea with sugar. Then he wondered why his legs were heavy and swollen, even though he had added bananas and fish to his diet. The doctor simply said, "Eat in a way that the vitamins don't leave your body right after a meal." He replaced sugar with honey, started steaming his food, and added greens. After 2 weeks, his legs felt lighter, and his shoes fit comfortably again. Foods that enhance the absorption of vitamin B6 include spinach, broccoli, pumpkin, cabbage, nuts, especially hazelnuts and almonds, fish, particularly salmon and mackerel, bananas, baked potatoes, and buckwheat. What to avoid? Sugar, white bread, fried foods, coffee and black tea during meals, and certain medications, like diuretics and antacids, without supervision. How to maintain balance? Cook simply, eat with gratitude, and choose foods that promote health rather than detract from it. Now you know how vitamin B6 works, where to find it, and how to avoid hindering its benefits. Let's recap and highlight one very important detail. Today, you learned that vitamin B6 is not just a supplement. It's an ally that helps alleviate fatigue, improves sleep, reduces irritability, and gives your legs a sense of lightness. We discussed how it works, why deficiencies occur, and how to gently and naturally reintroduce it into your life. The good news is that you can start feeling improvements in just 57 days. No medications, no diets, just with the help of food, simple habits, and self-care. It doesn't take much effort. Just add more vegetables, bananas, and whole grains to your meals. Swap your evening tea for an herbal infusion. Take a walk after dinner, and give your body a chance to recover. Everything you need is already there. It just takes a little care and consistency. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with anyone who also suffers from leg cramps or heaviness. Sometimes, just a bit of information is enough to improve someone's life.